Hello there, my wonderful meditating friends. Welcome to Roundglass Living and to our meditations designed specifically to be practiced with your fabulous pets in your life. My name is Amanda Ree, certified Chopra meditation instructor and fellow animal enthusiast. Here with me today are my pooches, Violet, Benny, and Graham, already tucked away and ready for meditation. We're coming to you from the mountains of Northern California. And if you're here with us live today, please let us know your name, your location, and who you're here with. As a teacher who has guided thousands of people in meditation for well over 20 years, it's always especially fun and meaningful to me to inspire others to include their animal companions in their wellness practices. We can gain so much insight and wisdom through our incredible, unique relationship with our animal companions. Today, our meditation will focus on deepening trust with your pet. Trust is an essential ingredient to a successful and strong relationship. We tend to be more aware of this element of trust when we think about our human-to-human interactions, especially those with our closest relationships. Trust is essential to keeping our hearts engaged in a pure and open way. In much the same way, trust plays an especially significant role in the connection that we make and maintain with our dogs, cats, and other animals. These relationships rely upon our nonverbal communication more than what is actually being said or expressed with our words. So in this energetic exchange, our authentic self is shared and felt. So when our pets can sincerely trust us, they too are more willing to access and allow us to access those deeper levels of their personality. This helps them to lower their walls and their defenses. And this is what I've discovered can be where the connection gets especially interesting. So let's prepare for our practice. Take a few moments to get yourself all set up. Ideally, you want a comfortable, upright sitting position. So as you prepare, also be sure to set up a welcoming space for your pet to sit in, and therefore they will rest and participate along with you. Bring over their favorite blanket or even their bed, which is like extending a warm invitation to them. However, whether they take you up on that invitation or not, it's totally left up to them. They also might start out sitting on your lap or sitting next to you, but later decide to move into another room or get up and leave altogether. Whatever they want to do goes. We create and deepen trust with our pet by not forcing them to do anything, but rather respect and honor their opinion and their desires. So when you and your pet are feeling ready, please take your time. You can go ahead and close your eyes. As always, let's begin with some deep, full breaths. Slowly in through the nose and out through the mouth. This breathing technique helps us to ground, to soften into the practice. Sometimes just the association to the breath movement like this can trigger the memory, the connection to the practice of meditation also. So continue like this a few times. In through the nose, out through the mouth. Then when you're ready, seal your lips and breathe in and out just through your nose. Just checking in with your sitting position. As I mentioned, an upright position is best. Sure, a little recline is fine, but ideally you don't want to be laying down. Laying down is, of course, associated with sleeping, so it will be hard to differentiate. You'll slip back and forth. So even while sitting upright, checking in with every part of the body now, starting at the crown of the head, working your way down and relaxing as you move your attention. Relaxing all over the head, the scalp, the facial muscles. Relaxing our neck and shoulders, arms, hands. Feel as if your arms are a little heavier as they rest into your lap, grounding you. Scanning down the torso, the chest, the abdomen. Relax. See if you can feel every muscle letting go and softening, loosening its grip, helping you to feel a little heavier, more stable, supported. Scanning the hips, relaxing the pelvis, the legs and feet. Head to toe, let go. Now I'd like to introduce a breathing technique. Your eyes can remain closed. I'll give you the instruction. You may be familiar with it. It's known as the 4-7-8 breath, developed by Dr. Andrew Weil. So with this technique, we are breathing in to the count of 4 through our nose, retaining the breath, holding the breath at the top for the count of 7 if it's comfortable. At any time, if uncomfortable, just let it flow. And then exhale through the mouth with a whoosh sound to the count of 8. Again, inhale to the count of 4. Retain the breath to 7. And release with a whoosh through the mouth, 8. Inhale through the nose. Retain for 7. Exhale, 8. Continue like this on your own at your own pace. Making sure that the body stays relaxed, especially the shoulders. Sometimes when we do breathing practices, they will rise up or start to tighten. Relaxing and opening across the chest, especially as we exhale. Only if it's comfortable, you can lift your tongue to what's known as fire point. The tip of the tongue touches just behind the 2 front upper teeth at the gum line. Very gently, not pressing, just making connection there. This creates a relaxation response in the jaw, you may notice, helping to release all the facial muscles, helping energy to flow and circulate through the head, through the brain, the face. Again, if at any point this breathing practice is uncomfortable or you feel dizzy or lightheaded, just release, breathe deeply. That's just as powerful. This 4-7-8 breath has many benefits. In addition to triggering a relaxation response, it can help to increase our oxygen levels, fueling our body, energizing, giving life. This breath aims to reduce anxiety, nervousness, and it can be a very helpful tool if you deal with insomnia. I've used it very often to help me fall asleep. My intention is always to do 10 cycles, 10 rounds, and after 2 or so, you're gone. You're in. 2 more cycles of this breath. Keeping this breath in your back pocket as a tool, so to speak. Anytime you need to utilize it to relax and ground, as mentioned, just know that you have a great resource here. After those 2 rounds, then return to a natural flow of your breath in and out through the nose only. Noticing right now if you feel a little different than you did just a few minutes ago. More prepared for our practice. Today for our meditation, let's really tune into the act of listening. Each of the senses can help us so much in our meditation practice, can help us to focus in, releasing the thoughts, the busyness, the jumping around, the monkey mind as it's known. So just let's listen right now to our pet, if they are nearby. If not, no worries. There's always something to listen to. But if you can, tune in with them in a way that you're hearing their breath. And noticing now any other sounds that you may notice in your room, in the space. Some sounds very close, some much further away. Continue listening. No need to attach any interpretation, any thoughts. Just you, here, centered, listening as an observer of the sounds. Notice who is doing the listening. That's your true self. That's that inner witness. You may notice the mind getting wrapped up in what you're hearing. Do your best to just again come back to the act of listening. Just observe. Now let's shift our listening to the inside of our body. Notice if you can hear your heart beating. your blood circulating. Your breath moving in and out. Again, as the observer, just noticing in this present moment what you hear. That's it. When you do this, you may notice that this prevents the mind, or at least lessens the mind, jumping around, the busyness and the thoughts. Anytime that we reel our attention, our awareness into this present moment, we are practicing mindfulness. It's really that simple. Be in the now, and the now, and the now. Simply observing and resting. Now, before we come out of our meditation, let's just take a moment to visualize, like we see a screen in our mind's eye. Visualize a time in which your pet showed you their trust. Just think of that moment, any moment. Watch it, feel it, sense it. And remember that you can bring back these powerful moments, these moments that bond and connect and unify us. Anytime, every day. There are so many opportunities. And now silently repeating in your mind this affirmation. Our bond is strengthened each day through trust. Our bond is strengthened each day through trust. Let's take a deep breath in again. Long exhale. And when you're ready, you can slowly open your eyes. Taking a moment to connect with your pet if they're nearby. If they're not, know that you are deeply connected always. Keeping in mind that right after meditation is a perfect and ideal time to reflect upon the practices and the things that are currently happening in our life. So let's take a moment or two right now to think about the energy of trust in our relationships. including the relationship with yourself. When we explored the feelings of trust during the practice, what came up for you? Did you notice anything? And how about with your pet? Do you feel that you have a deep level of trust, that they have a deep level of trust for you? Or is this an area of your relationship that could be improved upon? The important thing to keep in mind about building trust is that it can always be deepened every day. I'd like to share 3 easy tips for creating even more trust with your pet. So, for one, keep calm and carry on. Our pets are looking to us to interpret how they should behave. So, if we maintain a calm, peaceful presence throughout the day-to-day, they too will more likely take our lead and trust that everything is going to be A-okay. Your simple presence can help them feel assured that they don't have anything to worry about. Number 2, guide with your actions. Be mindful that you're leading your pet into situations that help and comfort them. And on the flip side, you avoid situations that are painful or scary for your pets. Punishment or spanking is an example of something that many of us were taught to deter bad behavior with our animals, right? Yet in reality, it's very difficult for our pets to make the link between the action that they did and the action of punishment that they're receiving. So all they really know is that they're being hurt and scared by you, and that really doesn't feel good to them. So this is a sure way to erode the deepening of trust with your pet. And number 3, be helpful. Do your best to quickly notice your pet's expressions, their squirms, their anxieties. So when you can help them with simple things like removing a sticker from their paw or offering them water when they're thirsty or letting them out when nature calls, you will see, your pet will see a pattern starting to form. And it's highly likely that they will take comfort in knowing that you've got their back. This is a straight path to becoming your dog or cat's best friend and hero. So, in summary, maintaining your calm, staying mindful of your actions, and being helpful to your pets are 3 easy ways to deepen your trust on a daily basis. For me, one of the most beautiful things about animals is how uncomplicated they are. What you see is what you get, and this simple truth can help inspire us to rise above and to rise your pets to meet you there. So before we wrap up our session together, let's just check in and see who's been here with us today. Estelle from Houston, Texas. That's where I was born, Estelle. With Charlie, Sharpie, Sharpie, that's cute, and Izzy and Wrinkle. I wonder with Sharpie, I wonder if they're Sharpays. I bet they are. Catherine and Charlie from Horwich, the UK, in the UK. Thank you for being here with us. Mayank and Girish from India. Oh my gosh, you guys, thank you. Thank you so much for tuning in. And our round glass pets are here, Augie, Indy, Rex, and Charlie, our extended family. We are so grateful to each and every one of you for joining us today and always. With a regular meditation practice that includes your pets, you are establishing a space for an especially deep bond, one that you will share and will grow and will flourish from this practice. I invite you to continue joining us weekly, and you will see for yourself how miraculous this journey can be together. So remember that you can meditate with Round Glass live every day on the app or on the website, roundglass.com. All of us are sending love to each of you. We will see you next week. Namaste.